Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 4v4 match on the map Innocence. I'm standing in the top left position playing as the Allies. Now for those of you who don't know this map, there are lots of small ore patches all over the map, and there's no gem patches, so that's not an option. Therefore we are going to be going for a more conservative start. Now starting from the top left position, I'm in a more sheltered position, and we're playing a quite tough matchup here. We've got Nose, Devastator and Henfer all on the same team, and that's going to pose us a little bit of a problem with those players. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to go for a bit of a risky strategy. I'm actually going to go for the Engineer Rush. And this map will probably be quite good. Now I know the person in the top right position is Claflo 3, so I think it's more of a new player. Therefore, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take it quite far to the right and then go around the back of the bases, so hopefully they don't see me. So we're going to try that and see if it works. I'm getting my War Factory out. As soon as I get my War Factory out, the first thing I'm going to build is an APC, and then I'm going to just be doing my normal build order with ore refinery. I'm going to get 2 ore trucks, because you need to build a really good economy if you're on a ore map. If you want to keep on going for the long run. So we're getting those engineers loaded up. Also, another thing about the Engineer Rush is it's very, very expensive, because engineers do cost a lot. And we can see there's a crate there, so hopefully it will be money. Not quite, it's sort of like a mine layer. But yeah, oh no, I like tank I think, and we'll possibly be able to use that for something else anyway later on. Right, so we're getting that ore refinery out. And now I'm going to be building my second war factory, and you can see me moving my APC right to the right. I think I can go quite far to the right here, and then what we'll do is we'll come around the back. So you can see there we're right at the right side of the map now, and now we're coming round the back of Devastator's base. And we're here, and let's unload up. And now we're going to go in that. And you can see he's already got tanks there. But we've managed to get his construction yard. So that was very close. Now we're going to look at it for Devastator's view. So Devastator could actually see my APC while it was there. And you can see my APC's going across that part of the map. And you can see it's all open space there. But they haven't scouted it. And you can see he's put a marker there. And now he's going up, and this just shows how important scouting is. If he'd scouted that area, he would have been able to see, because you can see on the right side there, my APC coming round to the back of his base. And I think it's about now that he realises, and he's trying to come back, but it's too late. Now, if he'd actually scouted that part of the map, he would have known I wasn't up there, so it just goes to show that, yeah, the scouting, if he'd done that scouting there,
Hillary
he would
Clinton,
have been okay.
Steve.
Now we're going to look at Eric versus Nose and Henfer, and we could see Devastator getting distracted there, and now he's coming back. But we can see that Eric's there coming up with his tanks, and we can see that at his base, we can see that Nose has managed to get a light tank in, and he's just attacking his small power plant, which means he's low on power and won't be able to produce units as quickly. And you can see he's going for Nose's construction yard, but Devastator's there as well, and the construction yard goes down. Now Devastator had obviously been held back because of the construction yard, the Engineer Rush, so that just shows how that helped there. And now we're going to have a look, because we can see that Eric is getting attacked by Henfer. And we'll have to see what goes on here. You can see that Eric seems to be in quite a difficult position. We can see he's got a Tesla coil, but against that many light tanks, it's not going to be enough. He's got some infantry there, but he needs some heavy tanks to back up that Tesla coil. But it's not looking good so far. And Henfer's just grouping up his units. And we can actually see that Eric's really struggling for ore at the moment. So he's not going to be producing tanks as quickly as he could be. And you can see he's actually building more infantry. I don't know where he's sending that infantry, because they seem to be leaving his base. And you can see Henfer's going on the attack, and the Tesla coil goes down. And you can see Nose is coming in on the construction yard, and there's just nothing Eric can do in this position. He's only got 1 tank, and that's going to be taken out quite easily. And then the other buildings are going to be wiped out. And you can see just he lost a lot of tanks when he went for that construction yard, and it's just on the like counter attack. Obviously Henfer was untouched, so he was able to help in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to game view to see what I was doing earlier in the game. So this was after the engineer rush. I'm starting to build tanks now, and I'm going to bring them down to the middle because there's obviously going to be quite a big fight around that area. And you can see there, that's just, you can see Nose's construction yard has been wiped out. But we can see the Devastator is now coming on the attack. And we can see that Armadillo, playing as a pink, is coming in to help. But you can see Devastator, and it looks like he's going straight for the base. So we'll have to see whose base he tries to go for. And it looks like he's going to go for Armadillo's base. And this is a bit problematic because we're trying to kill him as much as we can. But you can see those heavy tanks will do a lot of damage to that building. And you can see that first ore refinery looks like it's going to go down. And it does. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Now he's taken out the power plants. There's a couple of war factories there. And another ore refinery. And it looks like those are going to go down. You can see Nose also going in there for the attack on the construction yard, and there's nothing we can do at the moment. And what I'm going to have to do is just go for an attack on Devastator's base, because all he's going to do is he's going to keep on streaming units in. If I can get Devastator's last buildings destroyed, which I wish I'd done at the start now, before, instead of going back, then we'll be able to destroy his army. Because you can see, as soon as he's getting units, he's just piling them in continuously. So let's see if we can get rid of these couple of war factories, and then there'll be an ore refinery and also a power plant. And you can see we're just destroying these buildings now. Time is of the essence, because as soon as Armadillo's destroyed, my base is going to be next. And you can see Eric getting destroyed there. And I've got another war factory now, a third one, to hopefully increase my tank building speed. And I'm just trying to destroy him ASAP. And you can see Armadillo is out of the game. So now there's only me and Claflo 2. And who we're gonna go for next is gonna be Nose, because no doubt he'll be going for my base as well. So yeah, we can see our tank mass, so it's quite big, and this is gonna be over quite quickly with Nose. So we're going to have to just destroy him ASAP. And you can see Claflo 2 has got a couple of some tanks in there. But you can see Henfer going in for the attack. I'm just having a look at my base now. It looks like I've lost some things, but it doesn't look like I'm in a too bad position. But I have lost my construction yard, so I can't build any more buildings. But you can see my power is okay. And Henfer is going down. Those light tanks are not enough. And suddenly we look to be in quite a good position. You can see he's only got, yeah, you can see he hasn't got many light tanks left. He's got like about 4, and he's going to get a bad trade here because there's just not enough. My medium tanks are going to make easy work of that few light tanks. You need a lot of them if they're going to stand a chance. Otherwise, you're always going to get a bad trade. And now we're going to push into his base. I don't think he'll have that many defences at this time in the game. You can see now I think it was a medium tank. He's gone on to building medium tanks, but he just doesn't have enough. And I've got a big mass here. And you can just see we're just ripping through his base. He's got nothing to defend with, really. Because as soon as he builds some tanks, then I'll just destroy them. He might have a decent economy. He might be able to build quite quickly. We are destroying a war factory, so that's going to cut his building speed of tanks. But the problem is I've got the mass there, and once someone else has got the mass and is in your base, there's not much you can do, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for him, not for me anyway. And now we're going to go for his construction yard, and once we destroy that, you could see he built a turret earlier on, and now we're going to go for those 2 war factories, and that's going to mean there's going to be no more unit production for him. And we'll get that radar dome out, and those last few buildings. Now the bottom right position where he started from, it is a good position to start from because you just have good access to ore. You're a bit out of the way, it's quite hard to attack, but as you can see, once his allies were destroyed, there was not much he could do. And now we're going to go for Claflo 3, who's in the top right of the map. And I think really what won this map, and it was what I alluded to earlier, it was just scouting. If their team had done all the scouting and had scouted that part where I took my my APC through with the engineers in, I mean Devastator would have been able to just stop the engineer rush, and it would be likely, I think, that their team would have been able to win that. However, things turned out a little bit different, and you can see Claflo 3 hasn't got that much stuff left, and we just it's just going to be quite straightforward to take out their buildings. They've got a few tanks there, but nowhere near the numbers. Yep, so that just shows how important scouting is, and engineers rushes can actually sometimes work in normal games. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video.